Hey everyone, Brian here. So I want to run through this car here, which is a Toyota Yaris Cross. I've been really bad on reviews lately. Time is not a problem. Anyway, let's have a look around this car. This is, in my opinion, a really nice example of one. This is a one-owner car from new, and it is a nice low mileage example, 23,000 kilometers. The man that had it, actually, he's bought a ton of cars off us over the years. And retired man, has a couple of tractors at home, and uses the car, but not for very long journeys. So he had bought a load of Hyundais, wanted something different, went for the Toyota, and but he changes very regularly. He changes every kind of 2 to 3 years. So traded this back in and went for a hybrid Kona this time around, and I'm sure in 2 or 3 years he'll change that again. So this one is, from my understanding, a Luna Sport hybrid. So things I really like on the car, actually, I really like the fact that you get nice LED headlights, usual daytime running lights which are LED, which look really nice, and the fog lights even are LED, and details like they've put the indicator as an LED. So I always like LED lighting. It just it looks more upmarket, more expensive looking, so I think it looks really nice. And since these cars came out, like, I've always thought they're actually quite a good looking vehicle, and surprisingly tall, because I suppose it is Yaris Cross. So Yaris would, in my head, be the smaller end of the segment, but the first couple of times I saw them on the road, I was surprised just how tall they were. So if you look at those cars there, and look at the height of that car there, they're kind of small hatchbacks, Yaris size cars. It's significantly taller, but a really good looking car, to be fair. One thing that's nice, again, keeping the whole thing of LED lighting and stuff like that, the taillights are LED on these ones, which I think looks nice. I like the black spoiler along through there, which I'm sure has some level of aerodynamic usefulness as well. And these are dynamic, so they look pretty cool. Dynamic meaning, obviously, they kind of appear to move the way the LEDs come on and off. And then this one is a two-tone. Not sure if that's standard on Lunas. I'm not brilliant on Toyota specifications. Two-tone being obviously dark mirror caps, dark A-pillar, all the way down onto the spoiler around here being black, and that links in nicely along here with a bit of black here and black that goes around that we've seen on the spoiler section along there, black along here as well. So I just think it's a really, really good looking vehicle. Wheels are diamond cut wheel. They are a 17-inch alloy. Diamond cut, obviously, I'm sure you probably know at this stage, but if you're not familiar, it means they're shiny and reflective. It's just the way that is created using machine. So it's a nice finish. Good looking car, that. Anyway, like we were saying, one owner, nice low mileage example. This is keyless entry, so they'll come with a key fob like you'd expect, but if I don't use the key fob, I can touch the pad and that will unlock the car. Oops, sorry. It'll lock the car, so it's locked there now. Or if I put my hand in, you can hear it unlock, and then I can open it. Up front then, brushed aluminium, usual electrics for windows and for mirrors, height adjustable seat, adjustable steering. And then starting the car, if you're not familiar with hybrid, foot on the brake, you'll see display, push, starts. You have to wait for the ready. So here the engine hasn't cut in, doesn't need it yet. It's just started in battery mode. So we know the car is running because of ready, but sometimes, I'm going to put my foot in the accelerator in this case, you might hear the engine start up, but a lot of the time it won't. Armrest in through here, storage, drinks holders, handbrake over through here. I can select the drive modes if I want like a sport mode or EV only. Like, this is a bit of a fallacy in my opinion. Asking a hybrid car to drive EV only, it's going to have to generate that power back at some other stage. Now the car will do it itself, but it knows better. It'll do it more efficiently than a human being is. So it's a nice idea, but I don't think it's actually that useful. Okay, so like we said, electrics for windows and mirrors, cruise control, lane departure warning, and all that kind of stuff there. Oh yeah, radar cruise. So car in front of you slows down, you slow down. The car will actually do it itself. I like the shape of the steering wheel. I like this big round section here. That's kind of, these sections are kind of a bit further back, and then this is more further forward. So it's kind of got that kind of concave sort of finish. I like that. Big reverse camera. After that then, usual stuff like streaming, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. So storage, speed up or slow down the fan. Temperature, it is digital, so you can automatically ask the car to get to 27 degrees or 27.5 degrees and it'll do it by itself, or you can manually do it yourself. Storage, USB, and then very simple, park, reverse, neutral drive. And one other thing that really gets kind of glanced over in garages, I think, well, maybe I'm wrong, but you got drive, and then you got B for like a engine, for regeneration, brake regeneration. Anyway, what will happen here is you'll feel a bit of a restriction when you're in B. You'll feel the car when you go to freewheel. It won't freewheel as easily. There's a bit of a restriction. Basically, the turning wheels are putting power up into the motor. Motor spins. So basically, the motor normally would just do with driving the car. It'll spin the opposite direction, and it'll push that energy from the turning wheels as you're slowing down back up into the battery. Marginal amount, nice idea, but it means you're not using brakes as much because the car is actually, the motor slowing down the car a bit more, which means you're not putting your foot on the brake as much. So yeah, overall it helps with the brakes, helps with efficiency, helps with recuperating energy, so it's not a bad thing at all. So many people don't use it. You can switch between them while you're driving. You can have drive or you can have regeneration. They're interchangeable. The car will still continue driving forward. Anyway, let's go for a quick drive. You'd expect it's high off the ground, so there's nice visibility. Cars of this size, the whole idea of them, I think, is they're not too big, but you've good kind of visibility all the way around the car. So it feels like a nice high car because it is, but it's not difficult for doing 3-point turns and parking and all that kind of stuff as well. So nice big reverse camera when you do go for reverse, but the windows and just your elevated driving position is quite useful. And I really like it, and people probably won't use it, but in the centre you can see the energy flow. Tells you what the car is doing in terms of electric driving and non-electric driving and all that kind of stuff as well. You don't have to know, but it's just nice. Car is quite overall, this is a automatic car, so obviously it's comfortable. 114 brake horsepower, so there's decent power for acceleration. And then, like what we were talking about before, I can go into engine braking, so I'm freewheeling as I slow down, but if I want, I can go for regenerative braking, so I can pull back and I'll get some regen braking. Now the car is slowing down a bit quicker, it's harvesting some of the energy from the turning wheels, and that's meaning not using brake pads, and I can go back into drive then. You don't have to do it, lots of people don't. It is more efficient. Anyway, it drives well, and I just think they're a nice looking car. I suppose something that's sort of nimble in terms of size, but it has a nice elevated driving position, looks good. Toyotas tend to be quite strong in residual values as well, so anyway, if there's any information you want, 086 843 1945, Brian's my name. Call, text or WhatsApp. Actually, this car as well, oops, I have it inside. So yeah, sorry, what I meant was, now not that I expect a car of this mileage and 23,000 kilometers in this year to be a problem, but we've done a hybrid health check on the car, which is good. We are Toyota repair agents anyway as well, so anyway, hope you like the car. If anything else you want to know, let me know in the comment section below, or in general if you want to know anything more about them while the car is here in stock, I'll do my best to find out. Thanks for watching.